Here on this lovely night in St. Charles, Missouri, it's the Lindenwood Lions football team who are gearing up for some spring ball as they prepare for the 2022 season and the move to Division I. Whether the weather has been hot or cold, it has not affected the play here of the Lindenwood Lions softball team, who are red hot as we speak. We go into a Lions practice now for more. Here in St. Charles, Missouri, it is a historic day as Lindenwood University has officially made the jump from NCAA Division II to Division I. We now go inside Highland Arena for more. Here in St. Charles, Missouri, the weather is slowly beginning to warm up, and with that warming up of the weather comes eventually the spring season. And nobody is more ready for the spring season than the Lindenwood Lions softball team, who are fully prepared for their 2022 season. Here in St. Charles, Missouri, it is a historic day as Lindenwood University has officially made the jump from NCAA Division II to Division I. We now go inside Highland Arena for more.
Lindenwood University will move forward with the formal process to reclassify from Division II to Division I NCAA athletics.
It was only a few short years ago, 10 to be exact, that Lindenwood University made the jump from the NAIA to NCAA Division II athletics. And after months of planning and decision-making, once again the Lions are moving on up in the world of college sports. It has former alumni like MLB Tonight host Greg Amzinger very excited.
I always bring up the word culture because Division I, I've seen it firsthand. I covered college sports for years before my days at MLB Network. It's a culture changer. And this is already a great culture. It's going to take it to another level that people have never seen before.
Amzinger isn't the only one that is ready for the move. Lindenwood football head coach Jed Stuger expressed his support of the change as well.
You have to really truly believe, are you set up? Do you have the facilities? Do you have the support? Do you have the leadership to go and knowing all those things? It always excites me to know that we do have the leadership.
Not only does this change things at Lindenwood University, but for the entire city of St. Louis.
There's a St. Louis football team now. We lost the Rams. We don't have Division I football in our town until now. So with the fact that we have a Division I football program, that changes the dynamic of Lindenwood athletics.
This is, to me, the most historic day in the history of Lindenwood University. This puts Lindenwood officially on the map.
Lindenwood will begin the fall 2022 season competing in the Ohio Valley Conference, where the Lions are fully ready for the challenge ahead. Ethan Hannaford reporting for LUTV News. It may not be the fall season yet, but Lindenwood football is ready for it, and they completely showed it in their annual spring game. I had the opportunity to go check out the spring game and get a little bit of insider information on the team moving to the D1 level and the excitements with it. Here on this lovely night in St. Charles, Missouri, it's the Lindenwood Lions football team who are gearing up for some spring ball as they prepare for the 2022 season and the move to Division I.
You know what it is, defense on that 11:36 all day.
Spring football is always an exciting time for teams, but this year it's even more thrilling for Lindenwood football with their recent move to NCAA Division I. Lions head football coach Jed Stuger talked about what he has liked seeing out of his team in this spring season.
I think what I've been most impressed with is just seeing the excitement level of our team coming to every practice with great enthusiasm. I feel like they're taking advantage of every day to practice to get better.
While 2021 was a successful season for Lindenwood, it ended in a first-round playoff exit. But the team is using that as motivation for the new challenges ahead. Lindenwood tight end Abe Hare spoke out about why the team is so ready for the upcoming season.
I'd say one word to describe this team would be hungry. I think we have a lot of guys that were frustrated with the way the season ended last year. We felt like we were a lot better. We could have done a lot more than we did, just losing the first round of playoffs. So a lot of guys have just chosen to prove themselves and work hard in this spring season, and I think that's going to pay off a lot in the fall, so I'm just excited to see how that works itself out.
The Lions football team recognizes that all of St. Louis will be watching closely this season and are excited for the opportunity to show off their talent.
I think from us, they can just expect that we're gonna bring it. We're gonna put on a show every week. Our hearts are to win football games, so that's what we're striving for. And everybody likes to watch a team that's winning games, so we're gonna work hard and hopefully we can pull that off.
I think hearing on the outside, running across people in areas that usually I don't run into from other parts of St. Louis that say, hey man, we're really excited about this. It gives me a lot of excitement to know I think this is going to be supported by this community really well.
Lindenwood opens up the season on the road against Houston Baptist University on September 10th, where the Lions will start this new journey of college football. From LUTV News, I'm Ethan Hannaford. Albert Pujols is coming back to the place where it all started. According to Derek Gould of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, on Sunday night, the St. Louis Cardinals began finalizing a one-year deal with first baseman Albert Pujols. Pujols will return to the St. Louis Cardinals after spending the first 11 seasons of his career in the Cardinal uniform. In that span, Pujols had arguably the most successful stretch in baseball history, batting .328 with 445 home runs and over 1,300 RBIs. Pujols also won 3 MVPs and appeared in 9 All-Star games while in St. Louis. Pujols enters his 22nd season in the league, only 21 home runs away from the 700 mark, which would make him the 4th player in MLB history to accomplish the feat. He and the rest of the Cardinal team open up the season on April 7th at home against the Pittsburgh Pirates. The United States men's national soccer team can qualify for the 2022 World Cup Wednesday night. The USMNT faces off against Costa Rica Wednesday evening with an opportunity to punch their ticket to Qatar. As long as the men's team loses by less than 6 goals, they will have officially qualified. Team USA has not lost by a margin this large since 1957. The United States enters the match as large favorites. The men's national team is currently second in the CONCACAF table behind Canada, who has already qualified for the World Cup. If Team USA is able to hold on, it will be their first time qualifying for the World Cup since 2014 when they reached the round of 16. You know, there's a few different reasons as to why you could talk about why the Blues are having some success as of late. We talked about, mentioned that point streak now, 13 games in a row with points for the Blues. They clinched that playoff spot on last Saturday. When it comes down to it, there are several different reasons as to why the Blues are having a lot of success right now. Number one is veteran leadership. This team is built on having a good mix of young guys, but also some very strong leaders. There are still 10 guys from that 2019 Stanley Cup roster that play for this Blues team, as well as a couple of others that have from other teams that went to Stanley Cup finals or won cups as well. Number two, Robert Thomas. Robert Thomas has been absolutely phenomenal for the Blues as of late. This right now is his best stretch of hockey that he has had while being in the NHL. Going into this month, Thomas's max amount of points that he had scored in a month this year came in November when he had 14 points in the 15 games in November. Well, just in April, through the first 11 games now, he has 21 points, including 6 goals and 15 assists. He's been very good in that time period. That is all for LUTV Sports. I'm Ethan Hannaford. Back to you, Gavin and Mallory.